Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They go play action with Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second and 2. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive, and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. This pass is caught by London. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we could...
Touchdown! Colin Johnson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Now Youngway Koo for the extra point.
It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and very short, Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they found a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for Ross again. He finds him again. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. 21-0 our score after 1. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Colin Johnson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons continue to pull away here in this 1st half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it is 28-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wilson. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Here we go. Set.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Now Wilson on first down. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Wilson will throw again. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big pickup of 38.
For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Race no trap. Race no trap. Ready?
They'll run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Falcons. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Ready, ready.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt.
Big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Okay, right.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
On play action, they'll throw. And
just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 60 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top again. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last two snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
On the ball. On the ball.
Back to throw again. The throw out to Ross. He's got it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Falcons! Tyler Algier, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Flush to his right. Open man here is Conklin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air.
He's got him in. Complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking for London on the out route complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. John Ross in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Wilson now off the bootleg, rolling to his left. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Touchdown! Colin Johnson from 21 yards away. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many.
And now here's another interception. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Colin Johnson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Moore, the man in motion. On 2nd and inches, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Again, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
4th down. Here's Wilson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Play action. Now Wilson. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And now here's another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Koo now for the point after.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Wilson getting right back to it after the pick six.
Eluding the pressure right. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Falcons are going to have a short field here as they take over right at the 50. Falcons first and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
Right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They go play action here on first down. He gets it left side to Johnson.
And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 2.
He'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordell Patterson. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air.
And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball.
And now here's another interception. Always got some breathing room. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Cool for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down. Moore, the man in motion. On first down, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. And the Falcons are going to have it here just past the 25. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
36 yards on the play.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Jermaine Johnson there to bring him down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He's got Patterson on the out route. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. They'll set up to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.